All right, so I did this live today, y'all, that was so amazing. It was talking about the fact that the Lord is the Alpha and the Omega. He exists inside of time. He exists outside of time. It's so beautiful because the Genesis and the Revelation has already been written, right? It's already been done in the eyes of the Lord. He's already seen it. You got to understand how detailed and how specific the book of Revelation, and how even throughout the Old Testament, it foretells what's going to happen in the end times, because it has already been done through the eyes of God, who is the Alpha and Omega, and has seen it all play out. So then I talked about this concept called bull riding, and how dolphins, they will get in the wave that the ship will create before them, because they use that wave to carry them. And what God is telling people is, I need you to get in that wave and be carried by me in the path that I've already seen, in the path that I already know as the Alpha and Omega. See, it's not just the Alpha and Omega or the Genesis and the Revelation of all time, but it is also of your time too. Your Genesis, your Revelation, your beginning, your end. God has already seen it. He's just walking you into it. So the path that he's creating for you is the path that he's already seen. That's why you got to walk down the path that God has created for you, because God's path is already blessed. God's promises are yes and amen, because they're on the path that he has already seen. As long as you are walking in the promises of God, this thing is a guarantee, because it's already been done, because he's already seen it. Don't you see? So one of the things that I wanted to add on to this, which was so important that the Lord was just showing me right now in this time, y'all, is the fact that you gotta keep your mind set on where God is taking you to. Catch this. God is very adamant about letting you know in the Bible, his plan is to prosper you, not to harm you. Don't be afraid. Be courageous. I know it might look crazy. I know it might look scary. Just trust me and go anyways. God will let you know. All things work out for the good for those that love him. Why is it so important? Because with Jesus, he followed and obeyed God. And in the end, he sits on the right hand of the Father. See, Jesus always was. Always was. From that he came from that he returned to. Catch that. He had his sight on knowing right hand of the Father. But you got to see, in obedience to the Father, there was a cross that lay before him. See, God has to let you know that I have a plan. All things are going to work for the good. Don't lean on your own understanding. Don't be afraid. Just get in my path and just go with it. Because there may be a cross before you, and there is. And I need you to take it up. I need you, when things are looking crazy, when things are looking wild, when things aren't looking good, that you just trust me and you keep going. You keep going and you allow me to just carry you through it. Because ultimately, you got to understand, the plan is to prosper you. Just keep going. Just keep going. Because see, some people, they get scared. And like Lot's wife, they look back. And then all of a sudden, now they're paralyzed. In her case, becoming a pillar of salt. Nah, I need you to just keep going. Trust me, I got a plan for you. It's going to end well. It's going to end for your good. My plan is to prosper you. It's to bring you an expected end. Let's go. Just ride the wave. Don't get scared and get outside of the wave and start efforting and start trying to do things on your own because you don't like the path that I'm taking you on. No, you don't know where the ship is going, but just trust it's taking you somewhere that's good for you because I told you that. Because I told you no matter what direction the wave takes you in, it all works out for the good. So just stay in the wave. Stay in my flow. Y'all, this is such a good lesson for me because the devil will try as you are stepping out on faith and following God to keep redirecting your focus and your attention on all the things that aren't going right. God is calling you to make some faith moves, which is going to shake some stuff up, which is going to pull you out of safety and security and comfort that the world knows, that the world may provide you with, that the world may entice you with in ways in which you have always lived. But the Lord is telling you, hey, step out on faith. And as things are shaking up and get rocky, you may be tempted to go back in the world, but God is telling you, no, just ride the wave. Just keep going. Just keep going. Because when I finally get you to where it is that I want you to go, you're going to love it. You're going to like it. It's going to be for you. It's going to serve you. I have abundant life for you. Just trust me. It will not be perfect, but I will be with you in it. Just trust me. Just keep going. I talked a little bit about Rose in the Titanic, how, you know, she had this world that was completely set up for her. Completely set up for her, right? Safety, comfort, security. She had all of it. She would have been able to take care of herself. She would have been able to take care of her mom, of everything that's attached to her. Her future was secured. But yet she had to step out on faith and follow the leading of her heart because she knew her heart was leading her somewhere else. God sent a vessel to lead her, to guide her, and to show her a model of the way that she should go. And he was only there just for a season, just to show her another way. He was just used to transition her out of that. You got to see, and it looked real rocky. It looked real rocky even after that, right? He was accused of theft and he was set up. She had to question, she had to wonder, she didn't know what was going on. Her fiance kept trying to pull her back in. Ha! The boat goes under. They in the water, freezing. All this turbulence, all this, whatever you do, don't turn back around. Don't turn back around. Because her fiance was safely in a boat. And it still showed at the end she had another chance again when it was all said and done to go to him and go to safety and security after all the struggle and the turbulence. She was all by herself. She was all alone. But yet, what did she do? She still went anyways. You see, that is the enemy. That is the enemy that keeps crying, that keeps trying to come back, that keeps trying to check, that keeps trying to pull you back in the world, that wants to keep your focus on issues and problems. And God allows that because he wants you to know that that's available, but he wants you to choose him anyways, knowing that there's abundant life if you just keep going, no matter what it looks like, no matter what the storms are, no matter what the winds are. If you can just trust me in them, if you could just continue riding my wave through them, I got you. I got you. Lay hold of what's ahead of you. It's a promise. That'll help you walk through step by step each and every day. You know what? My step might look wild. My step might look crazy. My step might look shaky. My step, I don't even understand it. This step don't look good. It don't look safe. It's not comfortable. It's getting rocky. It's getting shaky. But the Lord ordered my steps, so I'm good. And it's taking me somewhere amazing, great. Just follow God, y'all. If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, and don't forget to donate if you're led.